Good morning, dear students. Myself Shweta Bhargav, Assistant Professor in Sanjay Teachers Training College. I hope you all are fine and stay indoors. We pray for good health, safety, and victory against coronavirus. Today, in Pedagogy of English Teaching subject, my topic is method, approaches, and techniques. As you all know, in this training program, we learn different aspects like teaching, knowledge, coaching, skills, development, workshop, learn how to make our teaching effective so that students can develop interest, favorable attitude towards literature and the language. And while we are teaching language, main task is to develop four language skills, that is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Now, what's methodology? Before studying methods and approach, we have to study what's methodology. What's methodology means in English teaching, methodology is a set of method used for study or action in English teaching. It is the science to research the teaching rules at middle school, which will guide our teaching to develop the students' communicative competence. It means this is a set of method which is applied for the students to develop English language. Is methodology are important? Yes, it is important. Why? Because we have to develop listening, understanding, talking, writing, reading ability in the students. Now, methods and approaches. What is method? What is approach? Is there any difference between them? Firstly, we have to study about what is method. A method is an overall plan for the orderly presentation of language material based on a selected approach. It means before entering the class, we have to prepare an overall plan to teach English language to the students. It is concerned with how to teach language. Basically, it means how we have to deal with the student, how we deal with the language. It is procedural. An approach can have any number of method. Now, what is approach? Approach, it is a conjunction of ideas related to the nature and teaching of a given language. It means it is basically depends upon the nature and the teaching of a given language. It refers to the theories about the nature of language and language learning. It describes how people acquire their knowledge of the language and make statement about the condition which will promote successful language learning. It offers a model of language competence. It is the level in which a whole theory and its beliefs are reflected regarding a language and its learning. It is a much wider concept than a method and technique. It is the source of the principle and practices of language teaching. It describes how a language is used and how its constituent parts are interlocked. Now, what is technique? Technique, it is a particular trick or strategy which take place in the classroom. It means we have a particular type of strategy to develop interest in the students. It is concerned with how a thing is done in the classroom. It is implementational. It means we have to imply to the students. It should be in harmony with an approach or a method. With the help of this diagram, you can easily understand approach, method, and technique. Approach is a set of principles or ideas about the nature of language learning. And method is an overall plan for orderly presentation of language material in a particular approach. And technique is carried out a method which is constituted with an approach. With the help of an example, we can easily understood that while we develop communicative approach which believes that learners should be equipped communicate effectively in listening, speaking, reading, writing skills, so we have to follow the interactive method to achieve the target. The various activities or steps that we implement in class are techniques. Methods. What are the methods in language teaching? These are the innovative language teaching methods. Firstly, audiolingual method, communicative language teaching, community language learning, competency-based language teaching, direct method, grammar translation method, natural approach, oral and situational language teaching, lexical approach, silent way, suggestopedia, task-based language teaching, and total physical response, and so on. These four are the important methods of teaching English. First, grammar translation method, direct method, bilingual method, and eclectic method. What is grammar translation method? Grammar translation method is called the traditional method. It means we have firstly this is the grammar translation method which applied in India. It maintains mother tongue of the learner as the reference, particularly in the process of learning the second or foreign language. It means we use mother tongue to study foreign language. The goal of this method is to be able to read and translate literally masterpiece and classic. The goal is to learn a language in order to read its literature or benefit from the intellectual development that result from foreign language study. It means the goal is to learn a language in order to read its literature. It means we have to easily translate the literature in mother tongue, and after that we get the intellectual development. Grammar is taught deductively by presentation and study of grammar rules, which are then practiced through translation exercises. It means grammar is taught deductively method, and grammar rules are be followed and practiced by the translation exercises. The student's native language is the medium of instruction. In this method, native language play an important role. It means the medium of instruction of the students is native language. Focus on reading and writing. In short, we can say that in grammar translation method, word is the unit of teaching and use of mother tongue is important, and formal grammar is taught by deductive method. What are the main objectives of this method? There are three main objectives of this method: helping students read and appreciate foreign language literature. Secondly, students can become more familiar with the grammar of their native language and also write and speak their native language better. And secondly and thirdly, helpful for mental exercise. There are few major characteristics of this method. First, student first learn the rules of grammar by reading lesson or by linguist vocabulary. Second, prescription for translating by different exercises and short text. Third, students learn according the translate text by using a dictionary. The goal is to convert language 1 to language 2 and vice versa. Here the language 1 is Hindi and language 2 is English. Few opportunities for listening and speaking practice. After seeing the objectives and characteristics, what are the advantages of grammar translation method? There are few advantages of grammar translation method. First, it saves time and efforts as translation gives meaning more quickly than definition. It means it saves our time because we are translating each and every definition in Hindi language. It enriches learners' vocabulary more easily. It also increases vocabulary easily. Correct knowledge of the grammar is insisted. Less teaching, learning aids are required. In this method, learning aids are required less. Clear distinction between the two languages is possible. Reading with understanding is promoted and it can be successfully used in a crowded class. There are few disadvantages of grammar translation method, that there is no direct bond between thoughts and expression. It means there is a no direct link between thought and expression. What we studied, what we thought, we cannot express it properly. Speaking is neglected teaching learning process. Speaking is totally neglected. It creates dull and dryness in the students. Student is passive. Exposure to authentic spoken language absent. Exact translation is not possible. Content of material often boring and of little interest to learners. After seeing advantage and disadvantage, we conclude that at the end, in translation method, both the language are mixed together. A learner has to switch over his mind from one language to other frequently. A mixture of language creates hindrance in thinking at origin language. It creates a confusion to the students which language she has to apply or he has to apply. Students find it easily to use vernacular as the medium of expression. They are less inclined to use foreign language, so that students can use Hindi language as a medium of expression in spite of using foreign language. Therefore, teaching of translation must be started at elementary stage. Despite of advantage or disadvantage, this method should be taught at the advanced stage when the student have sufficient background of new language. After grammar translation method, a new language method has been developed, that is direct method. I hope all of you have understood it properly. Sure, we will meet it in next video, and I want to help my student explore subject in a world where facts are so accessible and enjoy it. Thank you. Thank you once again.